Look at that side difference.
Ah, that's a big white boy.
Gypsy's locked the fuck in. Look at him.
Say Gypsy.
He's locked in.
Call him a nigga.
Yeah.
Let's go! Yes!
Let's go.
Oh!
Good part.
Wait a minute.
There we go.
Get out of that corner. Yep.
Say, he's trying to go.
Sayonara, nigga!
GYPSY Crusader, Super Hot Fire, two titans of industry. Do I even need to tell you about these guys? This is like Yugi versus Kaiba. This is like Goku versus Vegeta. This is like Asta versus whoever the fuck he fights in Black Clover. I don't watch that shit, but I do like Yami. And if Yami was a person, he'd be GYPSY. Honestly, I'm not gonna sit here and lie. I thought GYPSY was gonna get a much cleaner win than he winded up getting. It was a win by decision. But I thought he was going to get a knockout or a submission or something or whatever the fuck he was going to get. But I got to give it to SUPA, even though I didn't have high hopes for him, especially in that face-off they did.
The press conference I'm going viral.
Is this like the top male physical form?
Yes, it is.
Yeah? I don't think so. Maybe after this.
You don't know.
I don't think so.
You don't know.
All right, Urkel. You have to go.
But I digress. Honestly, it was a really good fight. I didn't expect it to be that good, especially towards the end when they both pretty much got gassed and were exhausted. It really seemed like it was anybody's game at that point. I was coming into it with the expectation that King GYPSY would just knock him the fuck out. Just absolutely lay him out, American History X style. But I'm not gonna lie and sit here and pretend. SUPA put up a great fight. I didn't even know that he was already on some brand risk, which is Aiden Ross's company that promotes these boxing matches and stuff. If you've seen the previous one, or a couple ones before that, like a month or two ago, it was Jason Love versus Adam 22. That's right, the bull that fucked the cuck's wife from No Humper. Shout out, point and shoot the sheriff. Everybody was expecting GYPSY to get a total TKO victory. But like I was saying, SUPA was on his shit. He was on a couple brand risk fights before, and he was doing pretty well. He held his own. Honestly, the weaves in the beginning had me looking at him a little different. Once he hit that little ultra instinct moment, I was like, oh. Didn't know you could do that, SUPA. I didn't know that you were capable of that, SUPA. That's crazy as fuck, but that's cool. I'm gonna let it slide. Now, obviously, surrounding this fight, there was a lot of controversy. GYPSY Crusader doesn't have the squeakiest clean track record when it comes to his feelings about the melanated class of America. That's true. I'll be honest with you. The guy has a whole fucking SS tattoo on his chest. Like, you know what you're getting into. You know you're getting your bang for your buck here. But honestly, inside the ring, it was pretty fair. No fouls. No trying to disrupt the flow. Nobody was trying to 1,000 years of death anybody. You know, we weren't getting any curb stops or anything. It was pretty clean all in all. Now, after the fight is when the real juice gets squeezed. That's when the real lemonade gets made. That's when the gin gets cottoned. Okay, that's when you're putting it through. You're putting it through the cotton gin. You're putting it so that way it extracts the seeds. That's when you're getting into the juicy stuff. Now, I want to be very, very fair, and I want to say that this was a even matchup between two people. I think that SUPA definitely had a little bit of a disadvantage, especially in the height category, but he's accustomed to fighting taller people, or at least people that are taller than him. So I don't think that that's much of an excuse. GYPSY obviously had a little bit of an edge, but he got gassed. All in all, like I said, fair fight. Afterwards, GYPSY thought he was going to get gypped by Aiden, and that he wasn't going to pay him anything. And this was really all a ploy just so that way they could see him lose. But even if he did win, he was never going to get paid, which honestly would have been kind of funny. Like, that would have been that would have been like really, really sick. But it didn't wind up happening, and he did get paid. He says that he did get taken care of, so that's good. Now, Aiden's response and his feelings towards everything happening while in the process of the match happening, you know, commentating on it, he was very obviously rooting against GYPSY, which is fine, but I don't know why you pretend to be cool with this guy 1 second, and then it's just like, okay, like, can we be friends? No? Alright, well, I'm gonna sick my black henchman on you as a sort of, I don't know, bioweapon to fight you and humiliate and emasculate you, so that way you have no other choice but to be my friend. That didn't wind up happening, actually. And GYPSY came out with the W. Now SUPA and his girlfriend, on the other hand, seem to be very pissed and steamed about it.
Well, he lost. He did lose. He did lose. Yeah, then how come out? How did they? So why they raise my hand then? Why they raise my hand?
Get out of here with your
Yeah, go change your.
Shut up.
Oh
Go get a
no!
weed. Go get a weed with your thin ass hair.
Your face is fucked up. I'll get off him.
Your face is fucked up.
Hey, Brian, close the door.
In the after hours conversations as everybody was wrapping up and leaving, and rightfully so. Your boyfriend just got knocked out by white supremacists, but that's them's the breaks, bucko. And yeah, Aiden did eventually apologize for his behavior and how he's unprofessional in the entire situation.
And I want to apologize to GYPSY Crusader as well. I know you and I don't see eye to eye on things, and we're completely two different people, but you won the fight. You won the fight, and it was wrong for me to have a lot of biased people sit there and talk down on that. You won the fight. The judges scored it, and I have to respect the judges in the Florida State Athletic Commission. And as somebody who is a promoter and owns brand risk, it was very unprofessional of me to sit there and scream and screech and all that stuff. And I'm sorry. Publicly to you, GYPSY, and to anybody else. And I take full accountability for that. That was not cool, and it won't happen again. I talked to my dad today about it. My dad said it wasn't cool with me. My dad explained to me that, you know, you need to have no bias or criticism. You can have your favorites, but I have to own up where I'm wrong, and I was wrong there. And I will make sure that in the future I won't make decision like that, because that was really wrong and stupid and ignorant of me. And I'm sorry. Okay.
Which, you know, you got your own feelings. It's your event. Who gives a fuck if you're being biased? Like, everybody has their favorite or preferred fighter. But I think the silence at the end of the whole GYPSY thing, and seeing some of the stuff that at the end of the GYPSY when nobody was cheering for him. But I think after seeing all this stuff and shit like happening behind the scenes when he was leaving, and the whole confrontation with SUPA and his girlfriend and everything, it's just like, all right, maybe I should say something now. Which I guess, but at the end of the day, who gives a fuck? Now, that's my analysis on it. Not really an analysis, just wanted to talk about it. I really liked it. Looking forward to the next brand risk fight. Chibu beat up Blueface. That's insane. But we've already seen Blueface train for boxing before, trying to lift that weight. He didn't have good form then either. So, yeah, what are you gonna do? But peace, appreciate you guys. Like, comment, subscribe, you know, and check out the channel. I got videos. I got good videos. Shut the fuck up, phone. I got good videos, okay? I got great videos. Alright? Love you.
That the people love it, but this is for y'all.
Yeah.